Most of the graphic cards from the last few years can be overclocked to get maximum performance from your card. If you're looking to get more performance for your games and do not want to spend anything, then overclocking is perhaps the best way to go. Overclocking will not be the same for all GPUs. Some cards are good overclockers while others are not. Following this video, you should be able to overclock your graphic card quite easily. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. So just a few things to note while overclocking. You should not overclock your card to such an extent that the temperature goes too high. Generally for graphic cards, the safe temperature range would be around 75 to 80 degrees Celsius. But you can take it to 85 degrees Celsius if you're feeling a little adventurous. Also, you need to have a lookout for any instabilities after you've overclocked your graphic card. For this, I would advise you to run a stress test after you're done overclocking. Now, since this is an easy guide, you will need to get a few softwares to start overclocking. Starting with a GPU benchmarking tool called Heaven 4.0 Benchmark. This is required to check for any instabilities the overclocking would have caused and also provides a way for you to compare the performance before and after overclocking. Next software which will be used for the actual overclocking is MSI's Afterburner. We will be using this tool since it is very easy to use and has a very simple layout giving you the information about your card. If you're on AMD graphics, you do not need to download this as you can use the overdrive feature in the performance tab of the Catalyst control center. Now that you're all set up, let's start overclocking. Run Heaven 4.0 in full screen at your native resolution and the highest settings to really test your GPU. Once the benchmark is done, note the average, minimum and maximum FPS and also note down the GPU temperature. This is your current performance. To get the best overclock from your GPU, you must adjust both the GPU and the memory clock speeds. Afterburner will allow you to do both, so open it up and right from the start, raise the power limits to 100% to allow full access of the GPU's power. Some cards like mine have their voltage locked, so you cannot move this dial and you are stuck with overclocking with the voltage you already have. Now open Heaven again, but this time run it in windowed mode on your desktop so you can see the demo while having access to Afterburner. Starting with the memory clock speed, shift the slider to the right in small 5 to 10 MHz increments. And after every time you change the memory clock speed, look into Heaven and keep an eye for any instabilities in the form of artifacts. You will know that your memory is starting to fail as you'll notice large blocks of solid colors or stars to appear on the screen like this. And when it does, you will know the max memory clock speed your GPU can handle. Also, by changing your clock speed in 10 MHz increments, you will be able to exactly pinpoint the max your card can go before finally failing. Next is overclocking the GPU itself. You probably won't get as much extra speed out of your GPU as you did with your memory, but overclocking your GPU would give a major boost to your game's performance. Move the core slider like you did with the memory overclocking and start looking for any artifacts in the Heaven benchmark, but this time it will be in the form of colored flashes on screen or multicolored pixel-sized dots around the screen, which indicates you should stop overclocking further. Also keep an eye for the GPU temperature and make sure that the temperature below 90 degrees Celsius, else your card will likely throttle or shorten the life of your card. Now you have successfully overclocked your graphics card. After this, you should stress test your graphics by running the benchmark at max settings and looking out for any artifacts as shown before. If you feel that everything is stable and there are no artifacts or crashes, then save the profile and set Afterburner to start on Windows boot. Now compare your previous benchmark scores with the new ones and you will definitely see an increase in the benchmark scores. So that's it for the video guys. Hope you liked it, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos and let me know the scores you got by overclocking following this method. This is Zaf and see you in the next.